Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start by saying, Call Halam, like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honor to my apostle elders, the great millstone who taught me his truth and that rule well, and peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom. It's the brother Amon from the GMA Charlotte Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. And pretty much this lesson I'm going to entitle, Without Hope, the Vision Faileth, man. Alright, because, hope is a essential thing that you have to have, in order for you to pretty much make it, in this life, man. Because, you know, as you see the state of the world, you see the state of the people. Pretty much nobody has hope, for any type of things getting better, man. Nobody has hope for pretty much anything righteous, man. All right, and really the people I'm getting at is you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, because you are the biblical Israelites, man. Okay, if you hear this word and you believe this word, man, you are Israelite, man. But this message is for us, because our people don't have hope, man. Throughout the various forms of oppression that we face, since we've been brought over here, in captivity, man, hope has been, stolen from us, man. All right, and so with that, with this word, going out, Yahweh Shem Shai is returning that hope, man. And, our people desperately need it, man. If you look at why, they're doing the things they're doing, man, it's because they pretty much believe that, this is the end all be all, that they're going to be a slave under the so-called white man forever, that, that there's no hope for them to be on top. And pretty much they're so destroyed that they honestly believe that, that they're nothing more than a slave, man. They can't fathom the fact that, that they once ruled this earth, man. That they're favored in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. None of that, man, because Esau has systematically destroyed them. To where our people are mentally, physically, and spiritually, destroyed, man. All right, and so I want to make this lesson just, to help instill that hope back into our people, man. For those that come across this video, because hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is giving it back, man. All right. So I'm going to begin here in the book of Proverbs 13 and 12, and it reads, Hope deferred, hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life, right? Because without hope, man, your spirit is pretty much, your mind is sick. It's destroyed, man, because you don't have any type of, drive for, change, man. You don't have any type of drive for, you know, anything that's going to, better your situation, man. All right. And, people in the world, their actions show that, man. You got, people pretty much killing themselves, suicide, because they have no hope that, their life's going to get better, man. You got people, resorting to, drugs, crime, whatever it is that comes to mind to try to, help better this situation, but don't understand that, your embetterment, it comes from your hope in the Heavenly Father, that He's gonna come return and deliver us from this hell that we living in right now, man. And so you need that hope, because without that, man, it destroys your mind, man. And you see that's what happened to our people, man. It says, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life, man. Because hey, that faith, Yahweh Shai, described it. It said you have the faith of a mustard seed, that you'll be able to move mountains, man. And that's all it takes is, that little bit of faith, man. All right, that hope, man. And a mustard seed is very tiny, man. So that seed will grow into a tree, and that would then will help you, grow in the spirit, man. Because you need that, man. But Esau doesn't allow that hope to begin to fester within you, man. Because what's he constantly shoving down your throat, man? That you're nothing but a nigger, a spick, a Native American, that you're nothing but a slave, your property, and you'll never amount to nothing, man. That's why, when you go into your mainstream media, your social media, it's always, backlash upon, the Israelite men, mainly, man. The women are starting to get, their fair share of, and well overdue, judgment. But, it's mainly an attack on the man, to where a man can't have hope for nothing, man, And if you do show signs of hope, man, hey, Esau will smash that into a million pieces, man. And he does that through various methods, man. Okay, so going on to the next precept, this is Proverbs 29:18, and it reads, "Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he." Right? Because without a vision or a hope, to better yourself, man, or to go to a better situation, the people perish, man, because they don't see anything changing, man. All right, so the man of the Lord, when we were given this word, hey, we could visually, see this place going down, man. We saw a better thing that's coming, than this life that we live, man. That's why we're able, to grow in this word and able to put, our whole, stock into this, man, because we believe Yahweh Shem Shah when he said that he was going to deliver us, man. We believe him when he said that, this punishment was only going to be, it's going to be a lot of affliction, pretty much, compared to, the joy he's about to bring us, man. So we see that vision, man, but our people, 2/3 of our people, they can't see that, man, because it wasn't given unto them to see, because ultimately the Lord has slaughtered them to be, appointed to destruction, man. But if you hearing this word and it's resonating in your spirit, let that hope begin to fester and grow within you, because that's what's in turn is going, pretty much bring you back to life, man. We have life now that we have that vision again, man, because Yahweh Shemal Shah gave us the eyesight to see all the things that's taking place, man. We understand why the world is like it is, man. We understand why we're in the position that we're in, man, because our people feel like they're unloved, man. They feel like the Lord, has pretty much, threw us to the dogs, man, so to say, man. But you don't understand that, hey, all this is just a punishment for disobedience, man. This is actually a form of love, man, because the Lord, he's teaching us a lesson by making us go through these different things, man. But by putting us under, these different heathen, ultimately, putting us under Esau and allowing Esau to do the things that he's done to us, man. It's all to teach us a lesson. Which, when you go into the grand scheme of things, man, he's teaching us, right from wrong, man. Righteousness and wickedness. So we can become those judges that the Lord made us to be, man. Because that's our true purpose in life, man, is to become, kings, priests, and judges, man. Because we are, the physical embodiment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah while we are on this earth, man. All right, so with us being, the sons of the power, man, Yasharallah, Prince of the Power, we have to learn how to judge righteously. So when we receive the kingdom of heaven, man, all right, we gonna judge in total righteousness, man. But in order for us to know righteousness, we had to learn wickedness, and that's why we're in this situation that we're in now, man. So when you think about the grand scheme of things and it comes full circle within your mind, you understand that, hey, the Lord did love us, man. He still loves us, man. All right, unlike what this devil has taught us, man. Okay, this is Malachi 1:1. It reads, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said of the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?" All right, and that's what our people say, man, because they, I always use this example. Our people are in that old dog from Minister Society spirit, man, because they truly think that, when you look at the state of our people, man, they think that the Lord, he doesn't love us, man, because you got our people in the ghetto struggling, to get by day to day, man. 'Cause you got people getting their families broken apart. Their fathers getting murdered in front of them, man. Their mother, doesn't care about them. So sell the children out for anything. That we can't get a job. We can't pretty much get a leg up in this society, man. And they think that, that's because the Most High hates us, man. No, he said, "I have loved you," said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, "Yeah, I love Jacob." All right, so the Lord told us that He loved us, man. All right, so He allowed Esau to do these things to us, man, because Esau was the sword of the Most High, man. All right, so if you do wickedly, the so-called white man's gonna come down upon you, man. All right, and ultimately, you know, he's only set up for in turn to, bring that judgment, upon pretty much upon the whole wicked, upon the whole wicked, which consisted of himself, the heathen, and 2/3 of our own people, man. That's why the Lord is allowing Esau to do what he does, man. But he hates Esau, man. All right. It says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. All right. So the Lord, you know, he allowed Esau to, do what he does to, pretty much bring hell upon us as a whole, but really, ultimately, to bring judgment upon the 2/3 of our own people, man. Because 2/3, they don't have that hope. They don't have that belief that the Lord is actually dealing with us, man. They think that He casted us away, man. But that the scripture I'm about to bring next, it's going to show you that the Lord did not cast us away, man. All right. And it says this here in the book of Romans 11:1. It says, I say then, have Yahweh Shem Yahushua cast away his people? Yahweh Shem Yahushua forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin. All right, this is Paul talking. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua have not cast away his people, which ye foreknew. Woe ye not what the scripture said of Elias, how he maketh intercession to Yahweh Shem Yahushua against Israel, saying, so the Lord didn't cast away Israel, man. All right, just because the Lord is allowing us, to catch all, holy hell, that doesn't mean that He's not dealing with us, man. All right, that He's just teaching us a lesson. He's grooming us, to purge out all these impurities that's been embedded in us by the so-called white man. All right, so the different hell that you catch, man, it's all a test to see if you want to be endured to pretty much to see if you're a member of the elect, man. All right, because the elect is going to endure all afflictions for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and that's the point. That while we're going through this hell, man. All right, especially whenever we're doing this work, because we catch hell, when we was in the world, especially now that we're in this truth, man. Even more when we're in this truth, man, because this is the test to see, are you worthy of salvation? All right, and so you're gonna face further persecution for serving the Lord, man. That's why when you read Sirach 2:1, it tells you what that prepare thy soul when thou come to serve. Prepare thy soul. Like that. I'm gonna just get it. I don't want to butcher it up. Because hey, that persecution, it comes with the job, man. All right. And so our people really don't want to serve the Lord, man, because they're scared of that hell they're gonna catch, man. All right. This is Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Right, and the temptation is gonna come through these different various hell that we come in contact with, the different tests that you gonna come into, man. All right, but it says, that we're gonna face temptation, man. That's what our people don't want to face, man. And that's why they equate that to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not dealing with them. That he doesn't love us, man, because he allows us to catch hell, man. But you don't understand that's just like a parent, disciplining a child, man. That child at that moment, thinks that their parent hates them because they're whooping them, they're punishing them. But then when they get older, they understand that all that, all those ass whoopings, all that yelling at you, putting you on punishment, that was all to love you and to move you in the way so that you will know right from wrong, man. All right. And so jumping back to Romans, this is Romans 11:2. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not, what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to Yahweh Shem Yahushua against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what saith the answer of Yahweh Shem Yahushua unto him, I have not reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Right, so in that instance where, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was, responding to Elias, which, I believe that's Elijah, when Elijah was being persecuted, he pretty much felt like he was by himself, man. And that's how a lot of us feel when we go through hell, man. That we're alone, that nobody else is going through that we're going through. Nobody else understands what I'm going through, man. But then Yahweh Shem Yahushua told him this. He says, I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, which, that's just 7,000 men. That's symbolically equating to, the 144,000 and the 1/3, the elect, man. All right. It's, the elect, that's going that's all going through the same thing. You know, that same persecution, that same temptation, that same hell. They're the same ones that are catching the same hell, man. So you got to understand that you're not the only one going through this, man. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai had Paul write this. That's why we have the scriptures, for our comfort, man, to let us know that hey, you're not going through this for no reason. This is actually a form of love to show you that I'm dealing with you. Now, if you're gonna endure, you know, endure chastening like a good soldier, are you gonna pretty much take this challenge head on and continue to be purified, man? Because hey, we gotta pay for a lot of wickedness that we've done, man. You know, and so that's well, we're pretty much this is the whole reason why we're going through all these different tests, man, is because we're paying for the wickedness that we've done, man. That's why the scripture tells us this in the book of Micah, man. Micah 7:9. It says, "I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness." Right, and that's why the Lord, you know, he's putting this upon us, man, because we sinned against him, but we understand the situation that we're in, man. So we take the hell, head on, and and learn from it, man. You know, that's why the Lord is continuously increasing us with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, so that we can grow from the different things that He puts us through, man. All right, that's showing you a true form of love, man. Because hey, just like how a child, is punished, that's showing that that parent loves him. Because if you don't punish your child when he does wrong, man, that shows you don't love him, man. All right. And so this is real quick, Hebrews 12:6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth, and scourges every son whom He receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh Shem Yahushua dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? If ye be without chastisement, whereof ye all are partakers, then you are bastards and not sons." Right? So that's showing you that if the Lord is jacking you up, that He's dealing with you, man. Because He's obviously putting you through that, whatever it is, man, to teach you something, man. All right. And so if you are a man of wisdom, you're gonna look at it, with your spiritual eye, and try to understand what the Lord is trying to tell you and what He's trying to teach you, and you're gonna build with that, man. You're gonna build upon that and learn from that situation, man. All right, so that you can then in yourself know how to deal with that same situation, going forward. But also you can go and teach other brothers, who might have to go through that same situation, man. Because this is all for the betterment of our nation, man. To teaching our people how to, become righteous again, man. All right. So jumping back to that Romans, it says, Romans 11:3. It says, "Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thy altars, and I am left alone. They seek my life, but what saved the Lord? Suck it. What saved the answer of Yahweh Shema Shai to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal." So, hey, the elect all throughout the four corners of the earth, hey, is catching hell, man. So you gotta understand that you're not the only one feeling like this, man. But just like how whenever Elijah was dealing with Elisha, and they were being compassed about by the army, you know, I believe it was Elijah that prayed to the Most High to open up Elisha's eyes, man, and so that he could see that hey, we have angels all around us protecting us, man, so that hey, we're not gonna be consumed by the evils of this world, man. Because every brother has guardian angels that walk with him, every day, man. All right, so knowing that, hey, we're not in this by ourselves, man. We know that hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is not going. He's not going to allow us to be destroyed, man. All right, because Scripture said this. This is Job 8:20. It says, "Behold, Yahweh Shem Shai will not cast away a perfect man, neither will He help the evildoers." Right. So the Lord is not going to cast away, you if you're trying to, mold your ways after Him, because we know that in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when we're serving Him, man, we're seeking to become perfect, man. And so we know that it's impossible to be perfect on this side because we're in these chains of darkness, which is this flesh, man. But hey, we're attempted. You know, that's why the scriptures say you to rehearse the righteous acts, man. And so the Lord sees you attempting to, to obtain perfection, man. You know, by doing what you gotta do, to please Him. You know, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that you're making your body a living sacrifice and going out here and teaching His word. You know, to the pretty much putting your freedom on the line, putting your life on the line for Him, man. All right. So He says He's not going to cast away a perfect man. All right. And He's not gonna help the evildoers, man. So He's not gonna allow these heathen to get a one up over us, man. Because in the end, He didn't give us over to these heathens for our destruction, man. All right. Only reason we're in this, matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. You know, only reason we're in this situation is because we pissed the Lord off, man. But He didn't allow these heathen to come over us to destroy us, man. All right. Baruch 4:6, it says, matter of fact, I started at 5. It says, "Be of good cheer, O my people, the memorial of Israel." Matter of fact, I started at 4. It says, "O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Shah are made known unto us." And so we know we were pretty much given, the knowledge of the understanding to know what is pleasing unto the Lord, man. Because our whole life, man, we were taught in the ways of this world, which, as we know, is ruled by Satan, man. All right, so we were given all the tools to help please our flesh, man. Help, pretty much teach us how to serve Satan. So now, Yahweh Shem Shai gave us this word, so we're now, knowledgeable on what we need to do to help please the Lord, man. Okay, it says, "Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh Shem Yahushua to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. For you provoked Him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up and have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you." Right. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua didn't allow these nations, to destroy us, because He didn't give us unto them for our destruction, man. Only reason that we're given into your hands was because we moved the Most High to wrath, man. Because we were, sacrificing we were pretty much sacrificing our honors, pretty much giving up to these idols, man. All right, we were serving idols, man, and not giving the glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. No matter how great the wonders that the Lord did for us, man, we always would turn back to these damn idols, man, trying to be like the heathen, man, worshiping these heathen gods instead of our one true power, man. All right, so the Lord told us, because we forgot Him, He was gonna forget us, man. All right, and that's why our people are destroyed, because like Hosea 4:6 tells you that our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. All right, and so because our people forgot Him, he was gonna forget us, man, and that's exactly what happened. That's why we're in the situation that we're in, man. But now He had mercy on us, and He's bringing us back unto Him, man. And so that's why, you know, I brought up the subject of hope, man, because now we have the hope that the Lord He's gonna return unto us, man. All right, and you know that's what faith is, because faith and hope are intertwined together, man. All right, so getting that, this is Hebrews 11. Come on now. Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." All right. It says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, man. All right. Because if our people, knew for a fact that they was of the elect, man, then they pretty much wouldn't have the same sense of urgency that we have now, man. So the Lord told us, that 2/3 of our people were going to be destroyed, and only 1/3 was going to make it, man. All right. As vague as that sounds, that we have the hope that we gonna be of that 1/3, man. Because hey, it's a lot of Israelites on the planet. Because the scriptures describe Israel as being the sand of the sea, man. So a good majority of the planet makes up, is made up of the Israelites, man. So we have faith, that if we continue to do this work, that we gonna obtain all the blessings that the Lord was gonna give unto us, man. All right, because we can't physically see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We can't see the kingdom. We can't see, us physically, being, you know, brought out of these chains of darkness and put into those new bodies, man. But we gotta hope that all those things are gonna be true, man. All right. And so with that faith, it says what? Verse 2. For by it the elders obtain a good report, and that faith that is being shown, upon the earth, starts with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. Because starting with Apostle Tahar, you know, our elders have stood firm in this faith, in this doctrine, in this work, for decades, man. Not wavering, not getting weak, not taking days off. They stood firmly for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and they've gained a good report by doing this, man. Because now look how how wide and how vast this truth has grown, man, to where this word has reached the four corners of the earth, where you got brothers waking up in all these different countries with the elders never ventured outside of America, man. All right, they never went to half of these countries that you got brothers waking up in, man. But yet you got brothers, standing firm for Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Pushing this word with all they spirit, man. All right, so that starts with with our elders, but really Yahweh Shema Shah, is using them as an example of how we're supposed to be, man. All right, because brothers, hey, we haven't, me and myself, I haven't been in this faith very long, man. I think it's about like 5, going on 6 years now, man. And all I can do is just continue to look at them as a good example to show you that Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us, man. Okay, and so that faith is it is growing, man. So you need that in order for you to continue to do this work, man. Because without that hope, without that vision, hey, you're gonna be lost out here, and that's why you got certain people that come into this word, man. They end up falling away because hey, that hope pretty much it runs out for them, man. Because as you enter into another year of us being in this captivity, man, hey, that they can't they begin to get disenchanted, man, because they want the Lord to come back on their time, and they'll understand that hey, we're on the Lord's time, man. All right, he has a appointed time that he's gonna bring this place down, but we have to just patiently endure and wait for him to establish his will, man. All right. So you have to continuously build up that faith, man, because as we know, faith is a gift, man. It's not something that you can just say you have, man. It has to be given unto you. That's why constant supplication, prayer, you know fasting, giving yourself until you how about Shema Shah. That's how you begin to build your faith, man, and that hope it grows along with your faith, man, because you can start to see these things, in your in your spirit, man. You can see the things that's taking place if you have the eyes that can see, man. All right. So going back, because we understand that hey, this place we're not gonna be here forever, man. All right. This is not the end all be all, but we understand that for you to think that this is, man, that this is not your rest, man. All right. America is not is not the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, as you can obviously tell by all the wickedness that goes on here, man. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted; it shall destroy you, even with its soul destruction." And America, being the wicked place that this is, man. The valley of the shadow of death, it will drain you of your faith, of that hope, if you're not, continuously, seeking Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man. All right, because as we have countless examples of guys that came and went in this faith, man, they actually view America as their rest, man, because they can't see anything outside of this, man. But we can see the kingdom of heaven, man. We can see us being beamed up in those chariots, man. Giving a new body and us establishing the kingdom of heaven upon earth. We can actually see that, man. But for them that can't, hey, they're gonna make this their rest, and ultimately it pollutes them, and it's gonna destroy you, even with a sword destruction, man. Because You then in turn was going, take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, man. To make it, because you don't have no faith that Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to be there for you, man. All right, because when he shuts down this economy, you know, your way of living that you accustomed to, man, it's going to cease, and then you're not going to know where your next meal is going to come from. You're not going to have no protection. And then where you gonna turn to, man? Because you ain't got no faith in the Lord. Then what are you gonna do to help yourself, survive, man? You gonna turn to Esau, man, who's gonna make you take that chip, man, and it's gonna ultimately seal your destruction, man. Okay, so that's why we said, man, arise ye and depart, and not talking about physically, man, because Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's gonna bring judgment upon the whole earth, man. But America's gonna be the main point of his destruction, man. All right, here and in the land of Israel, because the Lord had to purge, that land over there too, man. Because you got them so-called Jews over there, them kites, to follow the Holy Land, man. So that has to be purged too, man, alongside with America. So we understand that we gotta endure, the things that we are facing here in America. But we understand, like I said, this is not our rest, man. And so that's what the Lord told us. We gotta fight. We gotta fight for this truth, man. We gotta fight with our faith, man. This is Jude 1:3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints, man. All right, because it's not easy, you know, so-called going against the grain, in this place, man. Because for you to be a man of the Lord, man, you're gonna be heavily, despised and hated and persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. But that's a blessing, you know, which most people, they don't have the strength to fight because they don't have faith, man. All right. In fact, to prove that, forget exactly how it's written. Let's see. Make it small. Let's see if that's it. I forget exactly how it's written. So bear with me real quick. Yep. Proverbs 24:10. It says, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." And why is thy strength small? Because you don't have faith, man. All right. So if you fold in that time, you know, to where Esau is pressing hard on you and you pretty much give in to his demands, man, that shows you didn't have any faith, man. All right. Because this wasn't knowledge of understanding is I pretty much get that to bring it full circle. Because this is our greatest strength, man. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. For the fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. All right, so this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the stability of our times, man, and the strength of our salvation. Because we know through this word, man, that as long as we place our everything into Yahweh Shemel Shai, we're gonna make it, man. All right, and so them that don't, thy strength is small because they don't have the faith, man. All right. So that's why we earnestly contend for our faith, man, because we know that, like in the past times, throughout the different prophets, our ancestors that stood so stiffly for the word, they were delivered in their time of persecution, man. All right, Elijah, Daniel, everybody, man. They were delivered when it came down to them, facing death. Yahweh Shema Shah always delivered them, man. All right, so that's why we gotta have that same faith, man. Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:8. It says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love." Matter of fact, I'll go up a little bit. Alright. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:6. It says, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Right? We're the only woke ones really in the world, man, because everybody else is asleep. You know, they're not in the know of what's going on, man. All right. It says, "For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. All right. It says, that we're of the day, man. We're in the light, man. We know what's going on. We know everything the Lord is doing, man, because He has woken us up to this knowledge and understanding. It says, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. All right. So we have the armor, we have the pretty much all the tools that we need to contend for the faith, man. Okay. It says, for Yahweh Shem Shai have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. And that's why we're able to go on and fight, man, because we understand the Lord he didn't appoint us to wrath, man, because we're of the elect, man. All right, we're going to be saved, man. That's written multiple times in the scripture that the Lord's going to save the elect. So all we have to do, is make our call in the election sure, man, and fight, you know. And if we do, we're going to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. That's who He's coming back to deliver, man, from this hell. Is the elect, man. All right. 2/3 are going to have to make it on the second go round, when they're born back into the kingdom. But for the elect, man, hey, they're going to be saved, through Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. This is Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Right. So Yahweh Shah knows that that the elect is gonna stand for him, man. He knows that they're no matter what happens to him, you know that they're gonna pretty much they're gonna hold fast, man. All right. And he says that the thoughts that he has towards the elect is thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. What's that expected end, man? The kingdom of heaven, man. Salvation. All right. So that unbeknownst to the rest of our people, the Lord he doesn't want to destroy us, man. All right. He doesn't want to do away with the nation of Israel, man, because He's bound by His word through the covenant that He made with our forefather Abraham, which was passed down to Isaac and Jacob and to us, man. All right. So he wants us to get the kingdom of heaven, man. Matter of fact, He wants to give it to us, man. Because as you read, I'm gonna end it with this. Luke 12:32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." All right. So it is Yahweh Shem Shah, is Yahweh's good pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. That's what He wants to do, is to give us the kingdom of heaven and deliver us from this unrighteous hell, man. All right. Because He sees what's all happening to us, man. All right. He's not pleased with these heathen doing what they will unto us, man. All right. But we understand that, hey, all this is necessary for us to become those righteous judges, that the Lord created us to be, man. Because when we receive the kingdom of heaven, man, the whole world is going to be put back in the right estate that it was created in. When Yahweh made it, alongside the angels, as you read in Genesis, man. All right. So it's all going to come full circle, and the world's going to be put back all right, man. But it starts with us, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said that the kingdom of heaven is within you. All right. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick too. This is why we're going through all these things, man. All right. That one real quick. This is Luke 17:21. It says, "Neither shall they say, Lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai is with you, is within you." And so, like I said, it starts with us, man. All right. So while we are being made righteous, man, when the kingdom of heaven is being built up, because the kingdom of heaven is going to be on this earth, man. All right. So when the kingdom of heaven is built up, the righteous rulership is going to overtake the whole earth, man, because Israel is going to rule the whole earth. All right. And so we're going to put righteousness back into the world, man. But in order for us to do that, we have to learn what true righteousness is, which is, learn how to be righteous within this wicked place, man. All right. So with all that being said, This is true love of the Heavenly Father, man, and we do have hope, man. All right, we can see that the Lord is working on us, man. All right, and so we understand that hey, this all must be done so that we can become, what we were created to be, man. All right. So with that, I pray that you will edify. Until next time, I want to say, call halam like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makakodash, the waters of my apostle, elders, a great millstone, the time of this truth, and that rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect.